Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Mona Ellis. Most people call me Miss Mona. I am coming from the Houston area. I actually specialize in working with individuals and families that are experiencing drug and alcohol addiction and also involvement with Children's Protective Services. So there's a lot of situations and a lot of things that people and families can experience that will get them to become involved with systems, not intentionally. There is not hard to become involved with the system. In our families, we're raised with certain values, especially in a situation to where we believe that we are the parent, these are children, they have a place, we have a place. Also, we have a society where the father or the man is the head of the house. They make the decisions and choices. The women, after the man, the children follow along. Well, now we have a situation to where the old ways of doing things is not working, because what's happening is that it's putting our families at risk. So in most of my discussions, I'm going to talk to you about Children's Protective Services. What is child abuse? What is neglect? What is substance abuse? What is domestic violence? What is situations that put your children at risk within the communities, within the schools, education, and so forth. So I really, really look forward to you guys engaging with you. So please click the subscribe button, tune into my channel. The first lesson that we're going to learn today is what is child abuse and neglect, and where did all this come from? So we have a group of advocates that advocate for children, and in some situations we see that it's very necessary that they advocate for children. So they went into the federal government and the state legislators, and they asked for rights for children. So child abuse basically is defined as a child that's at risk or who is experiencing harm by the primary caretaker. And so there's different levels. You have physical abuse, physical neglect, medical neglect, educational educational abuse. You have sexual abuse. You have substance abuse by the primary caretaker, where they're not able to take care of a child, or the child is placed at risk due to being exposed to methamphetamine. You have emotional and psychological abuse, whereas a family could be grew up in an abusive home, and they tend to belittle the children, talk down to the children in a way that would cause the child to develop a really, really low self-esteem, and have fear, be in fear of their parents and things like that. So we're going to talk a lot about that. Um, the first thing that I would like to talk about is physical abuse. Physical abuse, most people believe in spanking their children. About 90% of the people in America, even in other countries, believe in spanking. So spanking a child is not against the law. It's where we kind of impose some bruises, some marks on that child that are visible, and that is considered to be physical abuse. So hitting, punching, beating with a hand, stick, strap, belt are considered to be physical abuse within the United States of America and all these different states. All states have standards for child abuse, but most of the time they're going to comply and correlate with the federal laws related to child abuse and neglect. So why do we have the states involved? Well, the feds give funding to the states to be able to protect children. Just like we have the police in the community to protect the citizens, you got CPS in the communities to protect the children. How do they become involved? Someone is going to call in and make a report. Most of the calls for child abuse and neglect come from schools and doctors in the medical field. Very few people in the community will call and say this person has been abused or that person has been abused. A lot of times people, when they are separating and the mom and dad or the partners are not together anymore, and one of them feels like the child is being mistreated, then they will call in a child abuse and neglect case as well. So those are some of the ways that CPS investigations can start and can get going. Now, I want to tell you guys, I'm not an attorney and I'm not providing any type of counseling services. I'm just providing you with education. And so just keep that in mind. Um, Please feel to put on your comments or anything like that, your feedback. Let me know what you think about the subject matter that I presented today. And I decided to do this channel because I am really tired of our families becoming involved with CPS and being torn apart and seeing people in such pain. It hurts me to see individuals in pain when something could have been prevented. So go ahead and let me know what you think. If you have anything that you would like to talk about, any questions or concern, go ahead and post that and comment on that, and I will most definitely get back with you guys, and we're going to have a nice subject matter about it. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to subscribe, and I look forward to meeting with you guys and talking about child abuse and neglect and all these other issues that normally impact the family and the community as a whole.